The DK Oldies live stream is starting right now. My name is Joey on this Thursday, October 10th. Excited to show you guys what we have in store. Thank you for tuning in today. I'm going to have Cole with me again. He's going to be monitoring the comments, helping me answer your guys' questions. I'm sure you've got questions about the products we sell, the process we go through. Feel free to be asking them. I intend to be answering plenty of questions today. Plus, we're going to be opening up a new game collection. I can see it right here on my table. Looks like it's got some duct tape on it. Excited to see what is inside this collection. This was one of likely 70 packages that came in today. All separate collections from people out there just like you who ask us to buy their old games and consoles. Maybe they have a Pirates game they're looking to sell. They reach out, ask, we'll buy it. New collections come in every day, and we're going to be opening this one up right here live. It's going to be full of new games that will be hitting the shelves soon. You guys will be getting a first sneak peek at it. Plus, going to be doing a giveaway today. To be entered in the giveaway, it's very, very easy. All you have to do is share the post and type in the comments that you shared. Share the post, comment that you shared, takes seconds to do, gets you entered in the giveaway. Yesterday we hit 100 shares. Today's goal, 110. I know we have it in us. Okay, let's get this show on the road. Cole, you unmiked, unmuted?
Am I? Testing?
How you making out today?
I'm doing all right. How you doing?
What happened in the game last night?
I don't want to talk about it.
Was it real rough?
It was really bad.
So 3-1 or?
It's over. They lost.
Oh, is that what the score of the game was?
4-1.
They were talking about what the Phillies and Mets
yeah,
game.
so they were winning up until I think like the 6th inning, and then they loaded the bases and gave up a grand slam and lost the game.
Man, Cole.
So, it was rough.
Wow. Well,
you always got next year, right?
Always got next year. What's going on, everybody? Good to see you. What's going on, Sarah? Kat and I are having a lazy day. Gosh, that sounds glorious. Hi, Allison. Allison says hi, Cole.
Hello.
Okay, let's jump into today's collection. Looks like it's coming to us from Kevin in Berlin, New Jersey. Never heard of Berlin, New Jersey, but... Okay, let's dive right in. First pull coming out of the box. Oh my gosh, it's a Mickey's game. It's Mickey's Speedway. Look how serious he looks. He's gripping the steering wheel. So Cole, Mickey is another one, like we were talking about yesterday with Arthur, where the ears.
Yeah.
So he would wear headphones way up on top, covering those round discs.
I think so, but I guess like when they try to put these characters in headphones, headphones like that don't exist.
Yeah.
So it's like they just go, you know, because if we seen it, we wouldn't know what they're trying to do, you know.
Earbuds. They should just do earbuds.
Yeah. Why don't? Yeah. That makes sense.
Mickey Speedway. Disney game here right off the bat. Mickey does look intimidating there, doesn't he? I agree. Hurricane was only wind in Ocala. Wow, I'm glad. I saw some of the footage last night. Looked like it made landfall around 8:30 Eastern time. And it was just wild. Glad it wasn't too bad for you. What's going on, Cal? Finally made it on time. Good to hear. Let's see what's next. Some NES stuff here. There's Mega Man. Number 2. I think there's five Mega Man games on the NES. Made another order last night. Nice, Brad. What'd you go with? Let me guess. Did you get a Game Boy? Is Mickey Speedway anything like Mario Kart? As far as I know, Summer. Not super familiar. Maybe somebody in the chat can weigh in. How close is this? I think it is like obviously more of a kart style racing. It's not like Gran Turismo or anything. Digging a little deeper. Oh, the DuckTales game. Cole, what's going on with the cover of this game? What are all these bumps?
Let me see. Oh, the bumps? So, I'm not 100% sure, but if I had to guess, maybe some type of, like, water damage?
That would be my guess as well. Have you seen this when you open up collections?
I have seen ones like this, but also look how it is on the cartridge, too.
Right.
So I can I can understand with the paper, but on the cartridge, that's kind of, maybe heat? Did it bubble under heat?
Too close to the sun?
Yeah, but then they're usually yellowed.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Anybody have any games in their collection that look like this? Cole, is this something we would list as cosmetically flawed?
I believe so, yeah.
I would think so as well. Okay. Continuing. Oh, there's consoles in here too. What do we have? First up, the Sega Genesis system. 16-bit. The original model right here. It's a little bit bigger. The smaller model, the second version that came out, was about this size. And then finally they came out with a third model, and that was just about this size right here. Third model was really small.
Joey,
Yeah.
have you thought about doing a podcast?
A podcast. Well, so far, I've tried it in the past.
Yeah.
Where we've sat down at chairs at a table. It was fun.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to try that again. But for the time being, all of our YouTube lives or Facebook lives that we do, just like this one, get uploaded to Spotify. You have trouble falling asleep at night? Got a long car ride on the way into work in the morning? Feel free to pop on the DK Oldies podcast on Spotify. The DuckTales theme song, I love it too, Sarah. I know. I used to love that show.
So I have one from YouTube.
Yeah, hit me.
Somebody asked, where do you get this stuff?
So, this collection is coming to us from New Jersey. I think it was Kevin. Every day we have people who are looking to sell their stuff. Games, consoles, accessories, controllers. And they search up online, where do I sell my old games? So we pop right up. We make it real easy. We've got a list right on our website that shows the stuff we're most actively looking for. We list prices of what we're paying as well, so you're not confused about what you'll be getting paid. And then Cole's actually in the department that handles all of the buying and whatnot.
Yeah.
And when collections come in, and you do both sides, Cole. You open the collections that come in, and you do the buying of them as well.
Yeah.
Do you ever open one up that you remember buying yourself?
All the time.
Yeah?
I think
Oh.
most of the boxes actually that I open up, I'm usually the one buying.
Would people see your signature on an email and
Yeah.
whatnot if they? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So guys, if you reach out to us and you get a signature from Cole in the email, this is the guy you're dealing with. Okay. Got some more stuff down here. Super Smash Bros. Kind of an interesting version of Mario there. And it looks like it's got the remnants of an old Blockbuster label over the front and the label wrapped around to the back. Looks like they tried to remove it, which is why the back looks like this. Is there a way to choose between the black label and the Player's Choice Greatest Hits Platinum Hits? What's up, JP? So we do, from time to time, have people who care about which particular version they get. And we do list them separately for some items. So for right now, PS1 games, right down the way down there, the PS1 games are all separated on the listings on the website. It's either the Greatest Hits version or we list it as Black Label for the original. We might expand that in the future. It's not something we get a lot of people asking about, but if you're looking for that for possibly a different platform than the PS1, you can always give a call to our customer service team if you want to put in kind of like a special order like that.
Marty actually sent $5 on YouTube.
Nice,
And
Marty, appreciate it. Thanks for the tip.
also asked the question, what's a rare game you see but not a lot of?
Let me think for a second. Give me a second to think.
Mm-hmm.
What about a Super Nintendo game, Cole? Would you say Earthbound fits into this category?
I'd say Earthbound, maybe another SNES game, Chrono Trigger.
Chrono Trigger. I think those are two good answers to this. Two kind of holy grails of Super Nintendo collecting. They're awesome games, and they are super hard to find for whatever reason. And we get them in from time to time, but they don't last long. That's the other thing. With some of these rare titles, as soon as they come in, people have been waiting for them, refreshing the site, or have signed up for a notification for when those games come in, and they normally get scooped right up. If you guys are looking for a title that we don't have just yet, signing up for those notifications is a great way to do it. GameCube system in here as well. Looks like it's got all the port covers on the bottom. Black model. Oh boy. Got it. Ugh. Giant Xbox system. 60 pounds. Yeah, I one-handed it. Yup. It's no big deal, Cole.
I know. You do it all the time.
Cole, what is happening on the front of this system?
What's wrong with it? Ooh.
What is that?
If I had to guess, it is some type of system modification that they were trying to do or completed doing.
Do you
not
think
sure.
it goes inside, or is
Well,
this just stuck
if you
on
look on the
outside?
bottom here, see how the cords
Oh, shoot, Cole.
go in there. So yeah, I'm not sure what this would do.
Look, there are little toggle switches up here, right? Isn't that the tiniest little switch you've ever seen in your life? I'm going to flip it up from... Ow. Did I do it? I don't know.
Oh, I see.
Oh, I just barely pushed that one up. Anybody have any idea what this is? Not real familiar with modifications like this. We generally like to keep it original. Weird, Cole.
Yeah, never seen that.
Watch Dogs 2, it's a favorite of mine as well. Cole and I have talked about that one in the past. I remember turning the traffic lights on and off and hacking the power systems. And
Connor on YouTube sent $2.
nice, Connor,
And-
appreciates the tip.
Also asked, when did you start DK Oldies?
So I am not the owner. I work on the social media team. I started with the company about 9 years ago. Company's been in business for 20 years. Drew was the owner. He's the one that started it up. Started in his basement. Was selling baseball cards and comics, Cole, right? Didn't it start something like that?
I think so.
And then finally expanded into video games. Was working out of his basement for a while. And then when things started taking off, hired on his best friend. His wife was involved. And that's how DKOldies got its start. Yeah, it's a cool story. Some more Genesis stuff down here. Mortal Kombat #2. Cole, why is there a seahorse on this game?
Where do you see that? Oh, like the actual logo?
Uh-huh.
Is that a seahorse or is that a dragon?
I guess it does look more like a dragon now that you
I
mentioned it.
think that would.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, Brady, a little bit of spinach was allowed me to pick up that Xbox just like that. You saw it. Another GameCube we're getting to see here. Wow, this one looks nice. It's going to clean up beautifully. Platinum model. The original GameCube.
Joe, your favorite thing you ever unboxed?
Cole, I remember coming across that accessory for babysitting Mama.
I was
We
gonna
touched
say.
on that the other day.
Yeah.
So it was a stuffed animal, kind of like this this reindeer that came in the other day. This is a Build-A-Bear reindeer, and it's got a foot that you can squeeze. You hear that sound? That can't be what it's supposed to. Anyway, the babysitting mama was a stuffed animal similar to this goat, but it was a baby, basically a life-size baby, and you would insert the Wiimote into the stuffed animal baby, and then you could rock it and play the rest of the babysitting games.
Quite a find.
Had a little shock of hair out front, remember?
Yeah.
It's a little bit of a
Yeah.
horrifying thing if you came across it in the middle of the night with the lights off. Or... let's see, we got another seahorse game here, Cole. First Mortal
seahorse.
Kombat.
Seahorses are cool, Joe.
They do seem cool. I've
I mean,
always
they're-
thought that too.
They're tiny, but they look cool.
I've never seen one in person.
Really? Never seen a seahorse?
Like in the wild?
No.
Oh,
Well,
in
I
an
don't think you see them.
aquarium?
Yeah, like in the aquarium.
Maybe.
They're cool. I like seahorses.
I've always wondered, can you eat a seahorse? I feel like there wouldn't be much meat on it. It feels like a
I
real
don't think-
bony little thing, doesn't it?
I don't think seahorses are big enough at all to eat. It'd be like, they're like
Well, we
the
get
size of a
shrimp.
Tic Tac.
You'd have to eat a bunch of them, I guess.
If you had
bring
like
me
a
plate of
bowl
seahorses.
of seahorses.
Anybody in the chat have any info about seahorses for us? Game Boy Color system. We're getting to see a atomic purple version right here. It's so cool. Look how you can see the circuit board here through the back. The infrared lights you can see up there or right there inside. So cool. I had the original Game Boy when I was growing up, and it was among my most prized possessions. I'm trying to think. I'm having trouble thinking of anything I loved more as a kid than my Game Boy. I just felt like instead of being tied to the family TV in the living room and having to have my parents, give me permission to be able to play or whatever, the Game Boy was mine. I could go up to my room or out on a car ride or the bus trip. What's up, David? Miss when you used to do a giveaway an item from the unboxing. So, David, let me talk about that for just a quick second. It's true. In the past, sometimes I would find an item from the unboxing, Mortal Kombat 2, and give it away. I'd still like to do it. I'm not saying it's off the table, but part of the reason that I moved away from it is that you have to have a Genesis in order to enjoy this Mortal Kombat game. How many people in the chat, what percentage of people watching here actually have a Genesis and are looking for Mortal Kombat? That's problem number one. Problem number two is I don't really know which games we're desperately trying to get in. Cole here, that's where Cole comes in. So he could be thinking, Joey, we haven't had Mortal Kombat 2 in 3 weeks. I finally found a collection that had a copy. I bought it and it came in. And you just gave it away? So because I just don't know what it is we're desperate to have and this and that. So there are a few reasons. I hope that makes sense, David. Like I said, I'm not saying it's off the table. I did it just not that long ago, brought it back. But anyway, continuing on with a copy of Super Metroid. Now that is a dragon. This dragon has long legs. You see Metroid here. Samus. Cool Super Nintendo game. I love the Metroid series. John, what's your question for Cole? Hit us with it. I'll never unsee a seahorse now. I'm sorry I did that. But Super Mario World looks like a well-loved copy. Looks like the label started to peel off, so they taped it down on the top. Sarah, any update on DKOldies hoodies? Cold weather is coming. Yes. Well, no immediate update, but the desire, Sarah, is there. A beanie? Cole, do you wear hats in the winter?
Not a big hat guy. When it's really cold.
Like baseball caps or even a wool cap? You don't know
both.
Even wear.
I'm not a big hat guy.
Okay. Well, I wear wool caps. I don't wear baseball caps.
Yeah.
But,
when it's cold, I like the
Okay. What about any that fold down over your ear? What about those like leather-looking ones with the padding inside that you can fold the ear flaps down? You've certainly seen
I know
something.
the actual like Ushanka.
Yeah, it's something like that. Cool.
Yeah.
I've never known the word. Would you wear that?
Yeah, I have one.
I do too.
That's my favorite in the winter.
Yeah. Well, cold weather's coming. You'll see us in hats soon enough. But Sarah, I love that idea. What else? What else would be good for cold weather? Cold that we could put our logo on or something. A pair of gloves, a scarf, a DKOldies scarf in our colors. That's weird. A winter coat.
I mean, I think the hoodie's a good start.
Yeah,
I think we start with the hoodie. Okay. Beanies, though, definitely.
I like that too. Yeah. All right, well, we'll keep you guys posted. I like the idea. We are starting to get into cooler weather. Super Mario Kart, another well-loved copy. This one got a lot of use. You can see it's a little worn up top here. Once this goes through all of our processes and we're sure everything's right with it, this was an example of something that would get listed as cosmetically flawed. Mark it down 30% because the label's kind of messed up, but still guaranteed to work, backed by our same warranty. Lots of people don't care what the label looks like at all. They just want to play Mario Kart. Why not score it at 30% off? Kronku thought of Bubble Time. I think that was me when we were doing the shipping videos. I forget when I very first screamed it's Bubble Time. But, yeah. It's Bubble O'Clock. DKOldies hot water bottle. GoldenEye. First game, first console, first game you played, Cole?
First console, first game. I don't know, it's fuzzy. Like, I started super young. So I think, if I had to guess, it was the hand-me-down PS2, Spider-Man.
Ooh, yeah. Good start. What a start.
Yeah, I didn't really know how to play. I just would swing around from the buildings. That was enough for me. That was enough for me.
Well, for me, it was some game on the Atari, Pac-Man or something.
Okay.
You definitely had a nice start. Yeah, 007. Yep, Sam, I agree. Awesome title right here. Love seeing this one. Must have on the N64 and among one of our biggest sellers for the N64 system. Continuing. A black cartridge. What do we have? Turok 2, the Dinosaur Hunter. Seeds of Evil. You can see a bit of dinosaur skin here in the background. I love the Turok games. Okay, let's continue on. Wow, a lot of these Super Nintendo games I wonder how oftentimes they get this damage right here. Right as you see on this one and Super Mario Kart. I guess it's just an edge.
There was a interesting one that we had the other day come in. I noticed on every single game that we pulled out, there was the same mark on it, like right here. It would be like a mark right here.
Okay.
And it was on every single copy. And I was like, how could this have happened? Like, I don't...
A marker? Like a marker?
No, like an actual, like, it was faded right there. So I was like, how could have, you know, how did this happen on every single copy?
Any guesses, or it's still missing?
It perfectly fit where my thumb would sit when you're putting the game in the system. So that the person that sent those games in was playing them so many times and putting them in the console so many times that it faded the actual cartridge away.
Good hypothesis, Cole. I like
Yeah.
that. That's insane, Cole. I mean,
It,
how many times?
Right. It would take, I couldn't tell you how many times. So many. But
2,000 times.
more.
That is cool. Cool, Cole. That's a neat one. Let's see. We've got Pokemon Stadium down here also. It's got the spot to put your name on it. I think it was the only game on the N64 with a little spot for your name. David, appreciate the kind words. Thank you. There's Mario Kart. We're getting to see the 64 version right here. There's Mario zipping along the track. It doesn't appear anyone is in front of him. Now, it's possible that he's just so far in last place right now that you can't see anybody ahead, but the fact that he's turning around and giving a thumbs up signal to someone behind him, it's possible he's in first place. Let's see what else we got. Grand Theft Auto, number 4. How many fake games come in? Cole, that's a good question. So I know we see them from time to time. Is it necessarily a daily occurrence? Because I know, like, in a week we're definitely getting some. Would you say, though, in a day?
I think it's more of like an every other day thing.
Okay.
And then maybe it could be 1 to max like 5 a day. But yeah, I think it's not as common, I don't think, as...
Is it most often Pokemon games? Or...
Pokemon, I know N64, and you know, the big titles,
Yep,
Smash,
yep.
Mario. Yeah, those are the most common usually, but not too common.
Fair enough. Okay, we were just looking at GTA 4. Assassin's Creed number 3. Ignite the Revolution. What's going on, James? Thanks for sharing. That's a good reminder. We're about to do our giveaway. Facebook viewers, get entered in the giveaway. Let me tell you what to do. Click share the post. Share it to a friend, a group, anybody else you think might like this sort of content. Then comment right down there in the chat that you shared. Should take you seconds to do. Gets you entered in the giveaway. It's going to be happening coming up in mere moments. Don't miss out on it. We're going for 110 shares today, folks. The more shares I get, the better these videos do, and you guys can help with all that. I can go back to the boss and say, hey, guess what? We used to get 100 shares, now we're getting 200. I want to give away better stuff, do bigger things. You guys, you don't know how much control you have over what we do on these streams. F-Zero for the Super Nintendo we're seeing next. Excuse me. How do you enter if you're on YouTube? For the time being, there is no way, and let me tell you why. Facebook has a way that you can send a message right from your account to our account. So when I announce the winner, he can message me and I can verify it's him. YouTube doesn't have anything like that. If I announced a winner, anybody could just email in and say, oh, I'm that guy. So until YouTube comes up with something or we have a different idea for it, that's sort of where things stand. Feel free to hop over to Facebook, though. It would take you seconds to get entered. You still have time.
There's another question, Joey. Is there a device that lets you play Game Boy games on N64?
I think there is. You know, it's not official. It was made by some third party or something.
I think I remember we were trying it out before, but it was a third party N64, it was a cartridge. It was like a cartridge. And then it had a slot on top that you would put the Game Boy game. And somehow it would allow you to play.
Cole, I think there was one extra tidbit you might be missing about it. On the back of the adapter, it had a slot that you would have to plug another N64 game
That's
into.
right. Yeah.
Then you would put that whole thing into the system, and the Game Boy game would go in the top.
How could that work?
Cole, I don't know, but it needed that game, this
Yeah.
N64 game, to grab some code off of it in order for it to be able to do it. I think I only saw that thing one time.
Yeah.
That was a weird one. See what else we got in here. Oh, another Game Boy Color. Teal version. And it still has its battery cover. Cole, how often are we getting these without the battery cover? Easy piece to lose for a kid.
I think it's pretty common. I think we get them in often with the cover on it. But and most people too will like just disclose that in the email, you know, when they're...
I'm selling a Game Boy
Yeah.
that doesn't have its battery cover?
Yeah, they'll say, yeah, it doesn't have the back.
Okay, luckily we do have replacements for these that we can pop on when we go to sell them. Another Grand Theft Auto game. Getting to see Vice City. Is Vice City a real place? There's got to be some city out there called Vice, right? I mean,
I think it was based off of Miami, wasn't it?
I could see it. Makes sense to me. Good one. GTA games are great. Guitar Hero. New for 360. Additional songs and downloadable content. Another copy of Vice City. Cole, how often in the collection are you finding duplicates of games?
Duplicates? So I guess it's depending on like if the person sells to us often. So like I mentioned before, we have, you know, frequent sellers that will watch what we need, and then they'll go and they'll find those things specifically to then sell to us. So like, I think when they're going out, if they find, you know, if we're looking for Super Smash Bros., they find 4 copies, they're gonna grab all 4 to send to us.
Okay.
So I think it's pretty common that there's duplicates just from the people that are looking out, you know?
I've seen it too in some of the collections we've opened here as well.
Yeah.
Data says, y'all probably sell that Game Boy with no back for $500. Cole, we got a jokester. Let's give him a laugh
Yeah, I
for how
don't
funny
think
his
so.
comment was. Data, that was hilarious. It's actually nowhere near that much. Feel free to check out the website though, Data. I'll bet you're going to be surprised. Contra 3, The Alien Wars. I love coming across Contra games. One of my favorites, going all the way back to the original NES. Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers. Have you seen all the Lord of the Rings movies, Cole?
No, I've never seen any.
That does not surprise me. I knew that's what you were going to say.
I seen maybe 20 minutes at the beach one time.
Okay.
I think that was it.
Okay, all right. Fair enough. Let's see, another Super Nintendo game. Got my hands on it. It's Mortal Kombat 3. Oh, real small seahorse this time, but it is there. What's going on, Hamza? Good to see you. It's been a little bit. Hope you're
Joey.
making out well. Yeah.
Do we actually open and clean consoles?
Holy smokes, do we open and clean? We've shown this process many times. 2 years ago now, we completely updated our refurbishing process. We list up on our website all the steps the consoles go through, plus every console, look you can see here, all of them have stickers on it showing what went on. No way to replace that clock battery without opening it. No way to replace that drive or the drive belt without opening it. Over here, I happen to be standing right near the cleaning team. These 2 tables clean all the outsides of all the items. And right back there, behind those DKOldies stickers and those 2 doors, that's where all the consoles get opened up. Everything gets cleaned out. That room actually goes all the way down that wall to the far back. It's a huge room back there. Feel free to check out the list, the page on our website. We go over all the refurbishments we do. It's a really cool read. Need for Speed. Oh, another one. Underground number 2. What's going on, Brady? Free shipping to Canada. Brady, I know you've mentioned it before. I don't have anything lined up right this minute, but I do like the idea. Just a matter of figuring out how to make it work on the back end and everything. Mario Kart 64. But don't worry, Brady, I haven't forgotten about you. You're one of my favorite Canadian customers. I'm serious. Metroid. We saw Super Metroid for the Super Nintendo. Here we're getting to see the NES version there. Finish. Got a few last items down here. It looks like some Wii Sports, some more Wii Sports, some more Wii Sports, and a 3DS game, Mario 3D Land. 3D is so cool.
Joey, in your opinion,
Yeah.
what's the best game of all time?
Cole, I actually have an answer for it. I'm ready to rip with it.
Okay.
That would be Mario Bros. 3 on the
Okay.
NES. So originally Mario Bros. The very first one, we all know, we've all seen it. That Mario Bros. Was great. It was revolutionary. It was a big step up than anything we've had. Mario Bros. 2 came out, and it was a remake of a Japanese title. I don't know. There's this weird history behind it, but it was different than Mario 1.
But
A
3.
little divisive. 3, though, just improved on everything that was in the original. You got the tail that you could fly, fireball. There were just so many. The statue costume that you could have, there were so many things to it. The levels had just the right amount of difficulty. The soundtrack, and it's probably my favorite childhood game right there.
Okay.
New Super Luigi U. There he is up there. He's riding Yoshi. And there's Toad down there carrying a red shell. Mario Maker. Man, you're able to make your own Mario levels. I would have loved this as a kid. Man.
Joey, I have a question about Toad.
Yeah, hit me with it.
Is this a hat? Or is that just his head?
Good question, Cole. Hold on. Let me get a look and give you an idea here. So, oh man. Hat?
Hat? I mean, is it a definitive answer? Can we look it up, or is it just...
Let's ask chat. Chat, what's going on with Toad right here? See our boy Toad's got this large white and blue speckled thing on top of his dome. Is that a hat, or is that some weird growth of his head? I feel like it's probably a hat. Let's hope it's a hat.
I like the hat.
Epic Mickey, you can see him right here using his special paintbrush. And this horrifying thing in the background. Guitar Hero. We Play. And some Just Dance stuff going on down there. True. Joey, I don't think we want to know. True. That might just be best left to as a mystery. A new Super Mario Bros. He's a toadstool. Yes, Matthew. So what are you saying, Matthew? It's a hat and a head at the same time. Chicago says hat. It's a head, Eric says.
Someone said in the TV show it was a hat.
So he could take it off?
Yeah, I guess he must have took it off in the TV show.
Let's go with that.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like hat.
Twisted Metal. Horrifying clown over here on the side. Clown's can be kind of scary, Cole.
I don't like clowns.
Yeah, I guess I'm not a huge fan either. Turtles 2 on the NES. Top Gun. And here's Mario 3. I was just talking about it. You get to see Mario right there with his little raccoon tail, his raccoon ears. He's flying through the air. Can't recommend this well enough. Pinball. Looks like we're just about down to the bottom here. Game Boy Advance. Missing its battery cover. We were just speaking about that. And it looks like there's a game inside. It looks like it's blue. I can just make out some blue on the cartridge. Maybe a Tony Hawk game or Toy Story? Maybe Toy Story. Mario Kart Super Circuit. Okay. And There's a copy of Pokemon Blue down here also. Quick glance at it. Takes a bit more to do a full authentication, but at a quick glance on this one, this Pokemon game looks good to me. A nice, clean copy of Pokemon Blue. Finally, last item we've got down here is another original Xbox system. It was one of the first items we pulled out of this collection, and you can see it right there. Okay, all the stuff we're showing off here from NES, Game Boy, consoles, GameCube, NES, but we all going up to our website, DKOldies.com. Okay, let's do our giveaway. I've been talking about it for a little bit. Let me show you how I'm going to run it.
I believe up here.
Ah, good work. Oh, thank you. All right, while I have been streaming. 1, 2, 3. Whoa, gee whiz. Okay. 6 names have been picked at random. We're playing for $20 in store credit. Come on down, grab yourself a free game if you win. I'm going to give this wheel a spin and see who today's winner is. Best of luck, everyone. Let's see what we got. Just crossed over into blue, and Sam Janu. Sam, you are today's winner. Congratulations, Sam. Sam, all you got to do, have an account on our website, DKOldies.com. Message me right now on Facebook with your email address, log in to the website. Get you hooked up with your store credit. Going to wrap it up here today, folks. Thank you all for tuning in. Give me a quick glance at the cleaning team as I say goodbye. Hope you all have a wonderful afternoon. It's getting a little bit cool. We're going to be dipping down into the low 40s tonight. It's going to be a little bit on the chilly side. Hope you all have a wonderful evening.